What's up? Um, I actually watched a movie. Now now I watched the movie yesterday that I'm going to talk about. Unlike all of the other previous movies that I've been talking about on here. And okay, so the movie was Martyrs. Weird. I've been mouth breathing the whole time I've been making these. It's really bad. I think I got a nose problem. But the movie the movie is basically this person is like kidnapped or something, and they're like in captivity for a while, and then they escape, and they go to like a psych ward, and then some like 8 years later, that person makes a friend, and then they go after the people who abducted her. She like brutally murders all of them, and finds out that they have another person in captivity under their house, and it's in like some fancy like high tech shit. And they got like all these like posters of like weird, like the movie's pretty weird, but they got all these posters with lights on it, like it's like a movie poster in a movie theater, like in this hall, and there's like a morgue or whatever under their house. It's all pictures of people being like brutally murdered. I think they were like real life events, and it was pretty scary. It wasn't here. This is my opinion on these type of movies. Like this type of movie is like similar to like the Human Centipede, that movie. It's not really scary. I mean, it is at first because you don't know what's gonna happen, but then once you know what is happening, or you're looking at it happening, it's not so much scary. You're just like, you're kind of like, when am I gonna turn this off? Am I gonna actually watch all of this? Do I really want to watch people like shitting in their own mouths on this movie, in this fucking weird Dutch movie? I mean, why was that such a big thing? I understand it's my fault that I watched that movie, but why was the Human Centipede such a big thing? Everybody was talking about, oh, the Human Centipede, oh, this and that. It's a fucking shitty movie. It's a bad fucking movie, the whole thing. Like, it's just some guy. It's literally what you're thinking about, that's the movie. That's it. That's the entire movie. It's just three people sewn together, and that's it. But I don't know. It's not scary. It's just like, it's just upfront and uncomfortable. But anyways, back to the movie that I'm talking about. I'm talking about like how it's not technically a scary movie. Although it is a horror movie, it's not technically that scary. It's just at certain points it is, because you don't know what these characters are gonna do. But then it's like depressing. Like it's like Hereditary. Hereditary is not really scary. It's just depressing. I mean, that I will give credit to Talk to Me, that movie that just came out recently. Not depressing. I mean, it is depressing. I meant to say that it is depressing, but that's what is. But it's depressing and scary at the same time, and that's really good. That's really good. Hereditary, just depressing, not scary. Not much to take away from that, in my opinion. But Talk to Me, that movie fucking rocked. That movie was great. And also, at the end, I mean, I was in a fucking, like, that movie fucked me up for a little bit. Just the end of it, like, is just so hopeful. Like, it's like, I mean, The Sixth Sense is, not great. I mean, I didn't like it that much, but anyways, the reason I'm bringing up The Sixth Sense is because this movie is, not this movie, Talk to Me, is basically The Sixth Sense, but, like, in a, like a horror movie. It's a version of The Sixth Sense, which kind of works out pretty well. I mean, The Sixth Sense is, like, also depressing, I mean, but not scary, so you don't get the thrill. It's almost in that movie worth it to see that ending, even though you're like, this fucking sucks, but you're like, this is really interesting. that happened to that character. It's like, oh, that makes sense. That's why that happened. There's a lot of weird stuff in that movie as well, but not on the same level as Martyrs. It's like more just gross stuff. Like, I think one point of that movie, the girl, the main character, just put another character's foot in their mouth because they're getting possessed. That I will give credit to the. Now, I'm just saying that credit. The scene where they're being possessed is like they handle it very uniquely. Where the people being possessed or the ghosts are like weird. So you have one guy getting possessed in front of like all of his, I don't know, not his friends, but like his older sister's friends or whatever in Australia. They're in Australia or whatever. But it's like interesting because you're also like thrown off because of this world where people like get possessed as a form of just like having fun on the weekend, which is also bizarre. But the part that is like more bizarre is that these people get possessed and they do like weird shit and they get embarrassed in front of their friends, which is like you're more like scared that they'll embarrass themselves or that them actually being possessed. But yeah, so back to the movie that I wanted to talk about, that I watched yesterday, that I know everything that happened. They, basically, I just told you, they went and found the people who abducted her, killed them all. Apparently, there's like this whole secret society or whatever agency in France. It's a French movie or whatever. They come and they're like, agent. I don't know their names, but it's like agent this, agent that, agent Jean, and agent Marie, whatever. But they're like, these people are missing. We gotta go find them, and they do. And they're like, what happened? They're like, for a second, are these people gonna help? Are they the police? Are they gonna help these characters? And then no, they just make everything even more worse. The movie just gets worse from that. I didn't even know how it could get any worse. It's like, I don't even know if I like these movies. I don't even know. I was like I don't know if I like that movie because it's just so gruesome. I mean, you've got, I don't even know if I want to like, just the murders like and stuff. It's like horror movies. I've never seen this shit before. I mean, I haven't seen that many horror movies, so maybe I'm just a bitch, lack of a better word. But the shit that happens in that movie is insane. It's fucking insane. This video is terrible. What am I doing? Talking about this movie, it's all over the place. But I'd give it a 10 out of 10. And, no. I would give it a 5 out of 10. I would give it a 5 out of 10 for nothing. Because I watched it. And I didn't stop watching it. So maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have stopped watching it. I didn't want to see someone get their skin ripped off of them. But then you get to see the whole thing that they're leading to is like they're apparently this group of people is like they want to put these people through all this like these trials or whatever so that because they think that they might be able to see into the afterlife. That's what a martyr is in the Greek root. The Greek root means like seer or whatever, watcher. That's what it showed in the end, but you get to see it, and it's like, I think about it for a second. So basically, that person not the main character, but the main character's friend, who survives to the end and becomes a martyr and sees the afterlife because of all the suffering that they put that person through. It's like you watch, like, and then they bring, or the main lady that was in charge of the whole secret group, and she's like, she like, tell me what did you see? What is in the afterlife? And she's like, you don't hear it. I can't read lips. I don't even know French, but they don't have the subtitle, so I was like, okay, so they don't want me to know what she's saying, I would assume. But and then in the end, they're like, she's about to make a speech, she's about to tell everybody, hey, this is in the afterlife. And then she's like does that. She does that. And she's like, figure it out yourself. Which is kind of like, oh, was that like, are they trying to say that it's good? Or are they trying to say that it's bad? It's just like, wouldn't you tell everybody what's in the afterlife if you knew? Unless it's like just awful. And that's what the movie's trying to say. And that's why the character didn't want to tell anybody. But then she was in a hurry to get there. So I'm like, what, how do I take that? But I guess that's the point of the movie. I mean, not the point of the movie. These movies kind of want you to think about that type of shit. I don't know. It was an okay movie. Honestly, I don't even know if I even like movies anymore. After that. Movies are fucking dumb, man. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just gonna wait till the next Avengers movie. Fuck this. 0 out of 10. No. 5.5 out of 10.